Hey guys. You're watching the Binti Love podcast, 5 Points, 5-star review. And I'm your host, Binti Love. Okay, guys. Let me just first start off by saying, the Fair Use Act of 1976 is for criticism, news reporting, commentary, teaching, scholarship, or research, guys. Yes. Okay. So today I will be reviewing, let's see. Here we go. Okay. The Real Housewives of Potomac. Now this is season 8, episode 5. Okay, let me just start off and say, I gave this episode 4 out of 5 stars. These are some of the reasons why, guys. Okay, let me just look at these dolls. Aren't they beautiful? Look at these gorgeous, beautiful women here. And okay, let's see, they have the pull-up hair, little dollops of hair and things of that sort. Very, very beautiful. Let me just say that. Okay, now, moving on. Point number 5, I just need a comment to say this. Why does not the new couple, not like Wendy and her husband? Now, this is the new girl. Remember last episode I reviewed. I had not too much to say about Wendy. Not Wendy, but this couple. And this woman right here that I'm pointing to. My pointer, guys. Yeah, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, but she seems to have an issue with Wendy. Apparently, and especially in this episode. This is episode 5, guys. Okay, so it seems like the new couple does not like the Wendy Osafos, her husband, who are, as far as I can see, a very loving couple. They're both from Nigeria. This new girl and her husband, and Wendy and her husband, are both from Nigeria. But I feel like, this new couple is being really shady, guys, towards Wendy. And what direction is this really going into? Now here's Wendy again. She has a doctorate degree at Johns Hopkins University here in Baltimore City, Maryland. And I'm like, okay, why is the new girl, who both of the couples are from Nigeria, what's the issue here? I feel as though the new girl might be being shady. I don't know. Well, just wanted to give some commentary on that. Point number 2, let me just report this is bad news regarding Mia. I never got her name right. Maya? And her husband financials, but at least he is not too old yet. And he can still make money because he did it before. Now, I'm really talking about, Mia, I think her name is. All of a sudden, her man went broke. Hello? What? No, you didn't. Laughter to just take up space in her life, because what is really going on with her? Did my man just go broke? You know what I'm saying? And I feel as though she's like, hello, wait a minute. And apparently this is what, is being said on the show. But this is a reality show, guys. Like, she's really living this in her real life. And, yeah. But, her husband is not that old. He can make more money. If he made that much money before, through family or not, he's capable to rebuild and make more money. And so, luckily, whatever's going on, he's not that old. But I know she's like, oh my goodness, no. For those who have followed the show and know a little bit about Mia's financial issues in her past and things of that sort. And, her marriage was her come up, honestly speaking. And it's devastating to think that she has to go through anything after what has happened to her in prior years, according to the show, which is allegedly reality, you know what I mean? It's a reality show. You're watching the Binti Love podcast review of Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay. Also, I wanted to report, this is still point number 2, this is the 5-point, 5-star review, that I feel as though the situation, in general with, I don't know why when they get on the show, then all of a sudden everything's revealed and now everyone's broke. And now everyone's divorced. So I want to report on that and do some commentary there also. Moving on to point number 3. My criticism is Gizelle and Candace need to get over last year with Candace's husband. Move on, Candace. Gizelle. Yeah. And Clarity, there's Gizelle, and that's Candace. And they put them right next to each other. Yeah. So I just want to report on the fact that, can they move on? And I want this is my criticism also. Can they move on, Gizelle and Candace? Because I'm really tired of hearing about stuff from last year. I say let bygones be bygones and let God and love be your guiding force. And that's what I feel. And so move on, Candace and Gizelle from last year. Like, I'm feeling as though it's like other issues there that has nothing to do with what happened with that. I feel as though, Candace and Gizelle, Gizelle said she felt uncomfortable in a closed door room with Candace's husband. And that's it. And then Gizelle apologized if she said any other shady comments after that. But what Gizelle said, now mind you, this was her first lady of a church at one point, and she's raising, children of a pastor. She said, I felt uncomfortable. Period. I felt uncomfortable. I'm not trying to do a direct quote, but this is commentary. And and let me just report, they need to move on from that because, she said what she said. Candace, she didn't feel comfortable in a room with a married man closing the door. And she made it point blank, period, an open comment. And she said what she said. She meant that. But she did allegedly, there's all alleged, say that, she was sorry for saying little shady comments against Candace's husband after that. Okay? I think you, Candace, and I love me some Candace, but I'm pointing some stuff out here and giving you commentary. I think, Candace, you're more bothered by Ashley's husband trying to give you legal drama And it's getting more wrapped up with Gazelle when I don't really think that's the real issue. I think you're more bothered by Ashley. And for those of you who do not know, Ashley and Candace had a little tiff years ago. I think it started, Ashley was in Candace's mother's home, and Candace was like, she didn't like what Ashley said, and there was a little too much usage of the dinnerware. They were eating there at the table, too much usage of the dinnerware there at the table, and I think that became an issue, and I think they got to let it go. Because I'm all about let bygones be bygones, right? Yes. And so I think that, whatever happened after that, so apparently there's some suit from some issue with Ashley and Ashley's husband mad at Candace about things she said about her husband. And I think Candace has an issue more with Ashley than she does Gazelle. Move on from that. Move on both. Drop it. There's a lot of verbiage in this show because it is a reality show, guys. And people are going to talk. Yeah. And so I feel as though focus on patching up your relationship with Ashley, Candace, maybe, and that will all go away, So bye, girl, to you, Candace. Try to comfort Gazelle for no reason. I feel as though enough of that.